Hello everyone, welcome to a vocabulary review of units 7 to 10, which are related to the arts, science and technology, environment and ecology, and economy. Okay, before we start talking about arts, we have to differentiate between two types of arts. Those we call performing arts, like actor, actress, mask, stage, audience, film director, megaphone, spotlight, star or celebrity. So, if we want to define performing arts, we can call performing arts those activities such as drama, music and dance usually performed for an audience. The second type of arts is visual arts. We have painting, painter or artist, we have easel, we have the portfolio, palette, paintbrush, paint, sculptor, bust, model, and museum. To define visual arts, art forms such as painting, drawing, sculpture, ceramics, photography, video, design, and crafts, those we call visual arts. Let's start with exercise number 1, in which we have to look at the words in the list below and write them under the correct pictures. We have Western, action, romance, science fiction, horror, cartoon, comedy, historical, fantasy, documentary, war, and musical. Once you answer exercise number 1, you will know different types of movies. For example, let's start with picture number 1. It's about comedy. The second one about the documentary. Normally we find documentaries about plants, about animals, about people. Here in number 3 we have a horror movie. In number 4 we have fantasy. In number 5 romance movie. Number 6 musical movie. In number 7 we have cartoon movie like Tom and Jerry. In number 8 we have historical movie. Number 9 we have war movie. In number 10 we have action movie. Number 12 western movie. Number 11 western movie, and number 12 is science fiction. Let's move to exercise number 2, in which we have to match the movies with their descriptions. To start with western, okay? We have western movie. Normally it has cowboys in it. We have horror movie. Normally you are scared when you watch a horror movie. Third one, we have romance movie. It's about love stories. Number 4, musical. It has songs in it, kind of movies in which there is music. We have number 5, nature movie. It tells about animals and plants. Action movie, it has a lot of excitement in it. Comedy, it's funny and makes you laugh. Comedy movie. For example, if we have a movie in which we have comedy and laughter, we call it comedy movie. Mystery, it deals with puzzling crimes. So we call it mystery, it deals with puzzling crimes. We have science fiction, it tells about creatures of other planets. And the last one, drama, it tells about a serious story. Now let's move to exercise number 3, in which we have to arrange the scrambled words to discover the professions related to the arts. Here we have illustrations and we have scrambled words. What we need to arrange, make those letters into the correct order in order to know the professions related to arts. Let's start with the first illustration. It's about a musician, someone who plays a musical instrument. We call him a musician. Composer, like Beethoven or Bach, we call them composers, someone who composes music. Singer, for example, Shab Khalid is a famous singer. We have dancer, someone who performs dancing. We have artist. Artist can be anyone. It can be a musician, a composer, a singer, a dancer, an actor, an actress, whatever we can call an artist, someone who is working in the art field. We have painter, someone who paints, who works in the painting, we call him painter. We have the sculptor, the architect, film director, and the producer. The producer is the one who is responsible of the production by providing money needed for producing movies. Now let's move to exercise number 4. Fill in the chart with the appropriate word forms. We have verb, noun, and adjective. In the first example, succeed, success, successful. We have the verb destroy. You need to provide the noun in the adjective. We have the verb invent. You have to provide the noun in the adjective. We have the adjective endangered. You have to provide the verb and the noun. You have the noun discovery. You have to provide the verb and the adjective. For analyze and create, you have to provide nouns and adjectives for those verbs. For inspiration, you have to provide verb and adjective. For imaginative, it is an adjective and you have to provide the verb and the noun. For the noun of observation, you have to provide the verb and the adjective. Let's move to the correction of exercise number 4. We have the verb, noun, and adjective. Okay, we will go through the sequence, start from the verb and we end with the adjective. Succeed, success, successful. We have destroy, destruction, destructive. Invent, invention, inventive or inventing. Endanger, endangerment, endangered. We have to discover, the noun discovery, the adjective discoverable. Analyze, the noun analysis, the adjective analytical. Create, the noun is creation and the adjective is creative. We have the verb inspire, the noun inspiration, adjective inspired. Imagine, the noun imagination and the adjective imaginative. We have observe, observation, and the adjective is observable. Now let's move to exercise number 5. Okay, we have 5 slides or 4 slides in this exercise. Every time you have to give the appropriate letter to label the pictures. To start with the first slide, we have A, rubbish or litter. It goes with picture number 5. B, decompose. Decompose. For example, if we throw a plastic bag, it takes a lot of time in order to decompose, meaning to get into the ground or under the surface, or under the surface. Okay, we have deforestation. Deforestation goes with picture number 2. We have to cut down. To cut down. We have in this picture someone who cuts down trees. We have E, anti-nuclear, this symbol, and F, oil spill. Oil spill. Let's move to the second slide related to environment. We have A goes with picture number 8, cloth. Cloth, we use it in order to clean surface, we use cloth. Tin can. Tin can goes with picture number 9. We have pollutant, goes with picture number 22. Petrol goes with picture number 11. Exhaust fumes goes with picture number 7. And we have overpopulated, it goes with picture number 10. Next slide. We have recycle, landfill, smoke, ecological disaster, glass and land pollution. To start with A, it goes with picture number 17. B goes with picture number 13. We have C, smoke, it goes with picture number 14. We have ecological disaster, it goes with picture number 16. And we have a glass in picture number 18. And we have land pollution in picture number 15. Last slide related to the environment and ecology. We have A, environmental friendly. It goes with picture 21. We have global warming. It goes with picture number 23. We have chemical. It goes with picture number 19. We have pollutant. It goes with picture number 20. We have library in picture number 24 and anti-smoking in picture number 22. Now let's move to exercise number 6, in which we have to fill in the blanks using the options that we have under the text. Now let's move to exercise number 6. Choose the correct option to complete the text. Okay, here we have a text with blanks, and here we have options. Every blank, it has a number from 1 to 8, and you have to choose the best option or the right option for each blank. Let's move to the correction of exercise number 6. Cars are responsible for air pollution. They produce chemicals that cause breathing problems. Okay, we choose number B for the second question. Breathing problems. Air pollution causes acid rain too, which kills trees and plants. If people use transport rather than cars, the quality of our life would improve. Another enemy of our environment are logging companies who chop down trees and destroy rainforests. This is very dangerous because trees produce oxygen, which is vital to us. If governments stopped these companies, rainforests would be safe and we could all breathe clean air. Now let's move to exercise number 7. Choose the correct word to label these objects. Okay, we have list of some technological gadgets and we have a picture. What we need is to choose the correct word to label these objects. Okay? Now let's move to the correction of exercise number 7. That is related to technological gadgets. We have laptop, radio, MP4, we have telephone, PPA, webcam, scanner, printer, Blu-ray player, USB disc, MP3, and we have flat screen TV, mouse, computer, keyboard, headphones, digital camera, game consoles, video camera, and mobile phone. To start with, the first picture is a MP3. The second one, computer. Third one, MP4. The fourth one is a digital camera. Next one, webcam, scanner, laptop, mobile phone, USB disk, telephone, video camera, PPA, that is related to personal analysis program. We have Blu-ray player, flat screen TV, printer, game consoles, keyboard, mouse, headphones, and radio. Now let's move to exercise number 8. We have to match the vocabulary with the correct definition and write from A to G next to the numbers 1 to 10. I will start by reading the definitions. An electronic machine, you use it for going on the internet, storing information, and playing games. The second definition here, an electronic letter. The third one, you can play this on the computer for fun. Number 4, you use this to write on a computer. It has letters or characters on. Number 5, a computer that you can travel with. Definition number 6, your personal telephone. Number 7, you use this to move and click on a computer. Number 8, the part of your computer where you see the pictures or words. Definition number 9, Google, YouTube, and Wikipedia are types of Number 10. Internet connection without wires or cables. Now let's move to the correction of exercise number 8. To start with the first definition, G, that we have, related to computer. So, computer is an electronic machine. You use it for going on the internet, storing information, and playing games. The second definition is number E. Number 2, it's E. Email, it's an electronic letter. The third definition, you can play this on the computer for fun. Game. Number 4, use this to write on a computer. It has letters or characters on. So, it's C, keyboard. We use the keyboard for writing on computers or laptops. The fifth one, a computer that you can travel with. A computer that you can travel with. It's a laptop. Definition number 6, mobile, your personal telephone. The definition of mobile is your personal telephone. Definition number 7, use this to move and click on computer. Use this to move and click on a computer. So it's J, mouse. The 8th definition of Wi-Fi, the part of your computer where you see the pictures or words. The part of your computer where you can see the pictures or words. It's 8th, which means screen. Number 9. Google, YouTube, and Wikipedia are types of websites. Last one, internet connection without wires or cables, we call it Wi-Fi. Now let's move to exercise number 9. But before starting the exercise, we have to remember some definitions related to the economy or natural resources. For example, when we are talking about the economy, is a system of production and distribution of resources, goods, and services. When we are talking about natural resources, the gifts of nature that can be used to produce goods and services. We can divide the economic activities into 4 main activities, namely the primary sector, production of naturally exciting or culturally improved resources like agriculture, ranching, forestry, mining, and fishing. Secondary economic activity. It's the conversion of raw materials from the primary economic sector into finished industrial product. Okay, we have the conversion of raw materials from the primary economic sector. You know what is the primary economic sector? We talked about agriculture, forestry, mining, ranching, fishing. Those goes to the second part, which is secondary economic activity, about processing and the production and the manufacturing of those elements. Let's move to number 3, economic activity. The third theory, the provision of services to the general population, service industries like banking, retailing, education, law enforcement, and entertainment. For the quaternary economic activity, we have the economic activity involving the collection, processing, and distribution of information. For example, we can talk about marketing, we can talk about scientific research, information technology, or advertising. To understand better their economic activities, okay, let's go to exercise number 9, in which we have to categorize the following components into the correct economic activity. Okay, we have technology, coffee beans, researcher, corn, automotive industry, research and development, coal, textile production, construction worker, insurance agent, fish, fast food worker, real estate agent, miner, entertainment, nurse, food processing, shoe factory, vegetables, steel worker, farmer, factory worker, tourism, cotton, minerals, firefighter, oil refinery, high-tech innovator, and teacher, banker, scientist, and police officer. This list should be categorized into primary, secondary, tertiary, or quaternary. Now let's move to the correction of exercise number 9. For the primary economic sector, we have the coal, we have the coffee bean, we have the corn, cotton, farmer, fish, minerals, and vegetables. I repeat, in the primary economic activity, we have coal, coffee bean, corn, cotton, farmer, fish, minerals, and vegetables. Here we have a mistake, okay, you should add E, coffee bean. For the secondary economic sector, we can talk about automotive industry, construction worker, food processing. We can talk about factory worker, oil refinery, steel worker, shoe factory, and textile production. As for the third economic sector, we can talk about banker, entertainment, fast food worker, teacher, firefighter, police officer, insurance agent, nurse, real estate agent, and tourism. For the quaternary economic activity, we have research and development, technology, scientist, high-tech innovator, and researcher. Now let's move to exercise number 10, but before we move, we have to define tourism. Okay, tourism involves people traveling for fun and also the industry that helps these people. People who travel for fun are called tourists. Places that a lot of people visit are called resorts. There are a lot of reasons why people travel for fun. Some people travel to learn about the history of a city or a country, or learn about the people who live there or their ancestors. The tourism industry involves many different activities and places such as transportation, hotels, resorts, campgrounds, restaurants, and cafes. Now let's move to exercise number 10, in which we have to organize the following touristic cities and activities into their appropriate areas. We have first Rabat, Emil Shil Lake, Marrakesh, Toubkal Mountain, Zagora, Chefchaouen, camel trekking, Agadir, Essaouira, desert camping, ancient site, Ourika Valley, windsurf, El Jadida, Ouzoud waterfalls, Tangier, Ouarzazate. We have sand dunes, we have volleyballist, climbing, Casablanca, and quad biking. Now let's move to correction of exercise number 10. that is related to the touristic cities and activities in Morocco. So for the imperial cities, we have Fez, Rabat, Marrakesh, Volubilis, and ancient sites. We can say ancient sites or historical monuments. Also, for the Atlas Mountains, the second category, we have Emilchi Lake, Toubkal Mountain, Ourika Valley, Ouzoud Waterfalls, climbing. Climbing is an activity. For example, we climb mountains. If you want to go for climbing, you go to the mountains. Now let's move to the third category about the Moroccan Sahara. We have sand dunes, we have desert camping, we have Ouarzazate is a city, camel trekking, and Zagora. For the Atlantic cities in Morocco, we can talk about Agadir, we can talk about Al Jadida, Essaouira, and Casablanca. Those cities we call Atlantic cities. For the activities we can have or that we can enjoy in these cities, we can enjoy windsurf or quad biking. The last category or the fifth category, North Morocco. So we have Tangier and Chefchaouen are two North Moroccan cities. Okay, thank you for your attention.